Cool. All right. Hey everyone, Zach here. So happy to be doing a nice little bee series for AYS. Thanks Bill for letting me do this. Gonna give you guys a nice show into the hive. First thing, I wanted to give you an idea of the stuff that I'm wearing. So when you get into a hive, you're gonna need gloves for sure. Got to cover up those hands and a nice veil. You don't want bees getting in and around your face. You can, but I wouldn't recommend it. And then this is a smoker. So I fill it with pretty much just leaves and pine needles, and I'll light it. And what it's going to do is it's going to create a lot of smoke, and we're going to put it into the hive to help calm the bees. So right now there's bees on the outside that are guard bees, and when someone is trying to intrude into their home, they'll release a scent and kind of alarm the entire hive, and then they'll kind of come out and try and attack me. So the smoke helps calm them down, and then they'll start eating some honey, gorging themselves, kind of relaxing. It makes it easier for us to get into the hive and do what we need to do. I'm going to get this started. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. Go. All right, so this is called a Langstroth hive, and what it is it's a box with a bunch of man-made frames in the middle. So you got a couple parts. You got the top to it, and then you got the inner cover. And we take off the inner cover, and so all the bees are in there. Put this over here. And then we got our trusty hive tool. Gotta keep smoking them. So nice and calm. Today is actually a really good day for weather. So I want to show you what a frame looks like to give you an idea. So this top frame I keep so they'll make honey, and they'll put it in here. Right. So, what do we got here? You can see that they are making and filling this with honey already, which is terrific. And then these are baby bees that accidentally got ripped up. But, yeah, this looks great. Nice. It's, so what they do, the bees will collect nectar and pollen, and they'll put it into these little frames, and then they'll let it dry out. And when it's dried, they'll cover it with wax, just like this, and it'll stay forever. So honey is the only natural product on the planet that will never spoil. So they're in this for the long haul, and they are making honey to have forever. All right, so that's I want to get into this second box so we can see where they're making babies. See how the queen's doing. So the queen goes around and she lays about 1,500 eggs a day. And we want to make sure that she's doing her job and she's laying those eggs. Actually, so let's set this up just like this. Oh. All right, so you can see here that they started trying to make some frames or comb in between the frames, and they were filling them with babies, but we're gonna take that off. They don't need that. Well, there's no honey or anything in here, but you can see keep them nice and calm, which is great. All right. So we got 10 frames in here, and they like to fill them with a little bit of honey and a little bit of babies on each of the frames during this time of the year. And they do that so when the eggs hatch and the babies emerge from the comb, they don't have to travel very far to get food. And this is a great example of that. So you can see here all of these capped areas are baby bees. So what the queen does is she lays an egg inside the center of here, and then it'll grow into a little larva, just like you can see the little white in there. And then, oh, look at this. This is a little baby bee emerging right from its hatching, right there. So what it does is it eats the capping, the wax capping, and then it'll emerge, and then it'll come over to here and eat this honey. Oh, that's really cool. Glad we got that. So in here we did a really good job this winter, and so there's probably about 60,000 bees in here, and the queen is gonna try and make the hive really strong so they can forage as much honey as they can come dandelion season. And so then we're going to get up to probably around 100,000 in a couple weeks from now, which is going to be great, because the more bees that they have, the more honey that they can make, and the more honey that I can collect. Here's another nice looking frame. Wow. Oh baby. So these are all baby bees. These are all gonna hatch in the next couple of days and become new bees. So the average time that it takes from egg to hatch is just over 20 days, and a bee's lifespan is about 45 days. And I don't know if you can see, but right in here you can actually see an egg inside there. They look like tiny, tiny, tiny pieces of white rice. So it's really hard to see, especially in the sunlight, but yeah, this is looking great. What a great little hive we've got here. All right, so the queen is somewhere in here. Not quite sure where she is, but we can keep looking for her, but she doesn't really like the sunlight. Like I said, when we have this covered, it's pitch black in there, and they're operating in pitch black, so this queen does not like to be in the light. So she's gonna try and avoid me as best she can. Oh baby. Yeah, this is great. So another thing is, you can see how these ones down here are a little bit more protruding. Those are all male bees. So the flat ones are females, and we got about 90% females in here. All of these bees are female bees. And then we keep about 10% male bees just for the queen to mate with to make new babies. Oh yeah. All right. Let's see if we can find a frame of honey. Oh, you guys are all just hanging out. Hey, you want to look at this? Look at all you sticking your heads out. So it's not super warm, so they're trying to stay together and stay warm. That's why they're nice and docile right now. We chose a good day to come and look at them. But this is great. All right, I think that's going to be it for today. As the coming weeks go by, there's a lot going on in the springtime for us to see the hive manipulate and change, and they're going to try and explode their population to really fill this up. I'm going to need to put more of these little boxes on top so they can start filling them with honey instead of filling them with eggs. So yeah, we'll check in a week or two. All right, thanks, AOS.